Hey, how y'all doing? Thanks for tuning in to Motivational Life Global. I'm your host, Mike. And today, I'll be sharing with you guys an adventure that I was on, an opportunity that I had to fly in let me show you guys, to fly in a plane. And this would be the plane that I'm speaking of. And so, alright, so at one point in time, I was an EMT, and I had a very super cool employer. So, he was the chief pilot in like a $29 million plane, and also owned an ambulance company as well. So, we flew out of town. This wasn't my first time being on the plane, but I'll give you this time because I was actually given the opportunity to actually fly the plane. So, we're going out of town to take care of some ambulance business and for the company. And we were to fly to Ohio. And we drive back, and the owner would fly back. So, we get to this airport, and we get in here. I'm looking at the planes, and I'm like, first of all, I had the jitters from the beginning, from the night before, of course. Because I'm like, flying in a plane, I like flying in planes, I love flying in planes, but it's like the only way to travel, but it's like, oh man, like it's a difference when you're flying on a passenger flight plane and then when you're flying in one of these types of planes where there's only room for about four passengers, and it's like really only fits three, like the two in the front, and then there's like a bench seat in the back. So, alright, I'm looking at the plane, I'm like basically almost taller than this plane. And I'm not like the tallest guy on earth. So now I'm like, wait a minute, like I'm like the same height as this plane. And so I'm getting nervous. But it's a once in a lifetime opportunity that he offered us to just show us something different and actually like reward us, so to speak. And again, to show us a different way of life. And so at this point, it's like one of those opportunities that you don't turn down because you know it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. You'll never get an opportunity like this to even, well, me at least, you know, and my life and from the life that I've come from and lived thus far, just being a regular middle class adult, I would say, and so yeah, I definitely took the opportunity, accepted the opportunity to fly in this plane all the way to Ohio. So, alright, we get in the plane, and I'm like, now it's like no room in the plane. Like, there's more room in like a Geo Metro than it is inside of this plane, and what they call the cockpit. And so now I'm like even more nervous at this point. So, alright, in the plane, it's me and my buddy. Took a buddy came along with us. So it's three of us in total. So we get in the plane, buckle up, and like I'm in a cockpit right now, like, whoa. So starts the plane up, the owner starts the plane up, and we're on the runway. And it's like, now I'm starting to feel like I'm in a go-kart, like on the runway. So now I'm getting totally nervous now. Now I feel like I'm on a go-kart on the runway. Then it go up in the sky, and it's like, whoa. So we're on the runway, skirting down the runway. Then the front of the plane starts to lift up, and I feel like I'm on a bike. I felt like it's a movie called E.T. from years and years ago, and I felt like that's exactly how I felt. Like I was on the bike lifting into the sky. Like it's like the further you go, the less you feel like armor you have around you, because it's like the plane is so small. It's like, and now you're in the sky where you're the only thing that's in the sky except the birds. Like there's no other traffic in the sky. So it's like I'm being absorbed by the sky. So we get up in the sky, and of course, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. Like, I was screaming, like, not hollering. I was screaming, like, it was like funny to everybody else, and I couldn't understand, like, why am I the only one screaming? Like, we're in a passenger. It feels like we're in a go-kart lifting into the sky, and everybody else is just cool as a fan. So I'm like, all right. So once I stopped screaming, I'll be honest with y'all, like, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So yeah, like, I don't even go on roller coaster rides. Like, I don't even do roller coaster rides. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to get on this, I literally only did it because it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So we're in the sky, and it's pretty smooth. But I'm in the sky on a go-kart. Like, I'm in the sky, like, on a bicycle. Like, so it was still a little unnerving. And, but once I finally got into it, the flight probably was like a little over an hour, and maybe an hour and a half or something like that. And, so then, I don't want to mention his name, but the owner is like, do you want to fly the plane? And I'm like, I gotta fly the plane, like, of course. So he hands the controls over to me, and by controls, I don't mean like, a gaming control. I mean like the actual, I don't even know the name of anything that I'm mentioning right now, but all I know is it looked like handlebars, like, so. He presses a button, hands the control over to me, the co-pilot. And so now he's saying, all right, now you pull the handle to go up. So I pull the handle a little bit. The plane starts going up into the sky. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me right now. Are you kidding me right now? So then he's like, all right, we going up, lifting up into the sky. He's like, whoa. So I'm lifting up into the sky with the plane. So now, he's like, all right, so now to go back, to lower it and get to the regular height, then you just push it back in. So boom, push it back in, and so the plane starts to dip, like, going down a little bit. All right, and so now we level it out. Then we're like, all right, so level it out, and we level it out. Then he said, all right, go to the left. So then you just turn it like a regular handlebars, go to the left, you go to the right, and at that point, he was like, all right, you want to land it? What? Are you kidding me? I almost fell out the plane. Now, let me tell you, what happened before that was, so in the plane, there's like a flap. Like there's a flap, like a plastic flap with a hole in it. So, like a perfect round hole, and it's like you can stick, your arm fits through perfectly, and that's just about it. That's about all. And he's like, do you want to touch the sky? And he sticks his arm out into the sky. And I'm like, whoa, once again, this is an offer I couldn't refuse. How can I not touch the sky in the sky? So I touched the sky. So I reached out into the sky, and I actually was like in the clouds. Like I was literally up there. In that airspace, and I touched the sky. So yeah, I just want to share with you guys something that was inspirational to me, and an experience I'll never forget. And it was just something that I like to share with you guys. You just never know, like I say, when you try different things in life and take on different paths, the opportunities are sometimes, they're endless, because it'll always be something that you've never experienced or didn't even know existed. So, yeah, just to, just to say, hey, you just never know, and just don't be afraid to try new things. Always, because I would have never imagined, and he said he could log me in for flight hours, like I literally flew a plane. And, so you just never know what opportunities may become available to you when you open your mind and try different paths, and just be open to different ways of life, different walks of life. All right, guys. I appreciate your time. Thanks for tuning in. I really do appreciate all your support. And again, let's grow together. I'm still growing. We'll always be growing. So this is a continuous path that we're on. And again, thanks for tuning in to Motivational Life Global.